Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? It's Lemekh with selahsportstv. What's happening? Yeah, man. So I'm gonna need y'all to stop crying. Quit bitching and complaining and crying about Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. They're not gonna fight. All right, they're just not gonna fight. Understand that, accept it, and let's get past it. Okay, like seriously, the fight's not happening, and it's fine. No problem, right? If you're that mad about it, I would say put your money where your mouth is, right? In order to do that, you have to be like buying the fights in the first place, right? Like if you don't buy the fights in the first place, if you always like streaming or doing some dumb shit, doing some crazy shit to watch the fight, you gotta shut the fuck up anyway, right? You're part of the reason why we're here. For the people who have been, putting money up, buying fights, even buying fights that you really know aren't worthy of your dollar like that, you still bought the fight, right? I would say put your money where your mouth is, right? Terence Crawford he's a pound for pound, he's at least a pound for pound number 3 on everybody's list. Everybody has Terence Crawford at pound for pound number 3, right? So they really shouldn't. What are we talking about here? We got to find this guy a fight. Oh yeah, plus he has a title. He has a welterweight title. He's a pound for pound guy. At least number 3. Number 1 on most people's list, right? Some people got him at 1, some people got him at 2, but he's at least a number 3 with a title, right? With a major title. He's undefeated, and he's still kind of, he's still in the tail end of his prime. As far as we know, he's still at the tail end of his prime. Now, unless he dropped off and we don't know about it, I guess we just don't know, right? But this guy shouldn't have too many problems getting the fight. Errol Spence. Errol Spence had several fight options, as you probably know. Like, the guy can fight whoever he really wants to fight. He can fight him. Okay, like whoever Errol Spence really want to fight, you see how he makes fights, like real smooth. Like Errol Spence, if he really want to fight you, he'll fight you. Like, it'll make it real easy. Now, if he don't want to fight you, anyway, yeah, if the guy wants to fight, you'll have zero problems like getting the fight done. It'll get done. So if Errol Spence wanted to fight Boots, he could fight Boots. If he wanted to fight Stanionis, he could fight Stanionis, right? Virgil Ortiz. I think the Virgil Ortiz fight would that'd be a little bit tougher just because of the promotional bullshit. Virgil Ortiz is a Golden Boy fighter, so I don't see them just sending him over to the PBC, right, to fight Errol Spence. I don't see it, but so yeah, that's the one that I would say. I don't know if he would get that one. But Keith Thurman, like, if Errol Spence wanted to fight Keith Thurman, like, that's probably what we're gonna get. How we're gonna get that, I don't know. Like, he already has mandatories that's been waiting, that's stepped aside. If he's able to just put a Keith Thurman in there, like, out of nowhere, another bad look for boxing, right? But anyway, just looking past this the shit show the current shit show, the Terence Crawford fight, negotiations. I don't think there are any negotiations, honestly. I think that's all bullshit. I don't think there are. I'm eager to see how the next Errol Spence negotiations go, right? Like, I'm eager to see how hard a time he gives his next opponent. Like, how much bullshit is he going to demand that they take 35%? You know, it'll be a lesser known guy, less proven guy, but let's see if they are giving 50% or 35%. You know what I mean? Like everybody else that Errol Spence has fought. Everybody else, right? Let's see if all these demands, and let's just see how hard those negotiations go. Let's just sit back and watch, right? This is must-see TV at this point. Very interesting stuff. To me, anyway. I just never would have thought that we'd be here, right now. Anyway, Boots Ennis, what's next for him? I tell you what, Boots Ennis needs a big time step up fight. He needs to step the fuck up big time. Like, yeah, that's what he needs. He has a Showtime deal, but basically, I mean, at this point, you want Showtime for nothing. Like, yeah, he needs a step up fight, and I don't know why he's fighting. I don't even know why he want to try to go from fighting who he's been fighting to a title shot. Like, that's not the way to do it, my man. And I know, like, his pops is doing a great job with him. You know what I mean? You can see that. I ain't gotta, like, this ain't that. I'm just saying, like, you don't go from this to that. So go ahead and step up first, man. Know what I'm saying? Go ahead and step up and really put these motherfuckers on notice. Right? Step up. I'll also say this. Like, he was calling out Keith Thurman, right? Like, last year and all that shit. Like, kept calling out Keith Thurman. Thurman has come back. Hasn't really looked all that impressive. He ain't really looked, but considering how long he was out, I'm cool with how Thurman looked. I like Keith Thurman, right? As a fighter. I think Keith Thurman is a good fighter. But I noticed when Keith Thurman started bucking back at him, and getting back at Mr. Boots Ennis, Boots Ennis got a little quiet, like I always take notice of that. You call this guy out, calling him a gatekeeper. Keith Thurman said, "Bitch, I ain't no fucking gatekeeper." Basically, I ain't no gatekeeper. What's up with it then? If you think I'm a gatekeeper, let's fight. And then you get quiet. What is that, right? So I did notice that, right? I don't know what to do with it. It don't mean that. It don't mean Boots is a bitch. It don't mean Thurman is a bitch. It just means it is what it is, right? It's just something that was very interesting. Boots has outstanding skills, but we're looking at these skills against, like, he's 30-0, like, or is it 29-0? I think he's 29-0, and one fight was no contest, I believe. But anyway, all tomato cans, bro. All his fights are against tomato cans, substitute teachers, cab drivers, plumbers. Right? That's who he's in there fighting, getting these knockouts and shit against. And dudes just like way past it. So yeah, you look great against them. Like, we gotta see you step up, bro. Boots needs a Thurman fight. He needs a Keith Thurman. He needs a Danny Garcia. a Mikey Garcia fight. Want somebody like that, somebody with a fucking name who's beating somebody. You need one of them. It don't even have to be. We know that those guys are not in their prime. We know that. But Boots needs a name on his fucking resume. Somebody. Like, people saying, I know people going to say, well, he needs to fight Virgil Ortiz. Look, okay, yeah. Now, make that fight happen. Right? You can't. Why? Because boxing needs a league. So, it's certain fights we can't even think about. Because we know just with the promotional bullshit, it can't happen. So, miss me with that. I'm gonna say this like this, man. Terence Crawford needs to move on from the Errol Spence thing. Now, shame that guy however you want. You know, I'm all for that, because there's no reason why this fight shouldn't have been made easy, just like all his other fights. Like this, I mean, to me, it's kind of indefensible. Like, even I see his supporters even like kind of like backing off of him, like that. Damn, like they can't, like, because there's nothing else that they can. What else can you say? It's hard to defend the shit. You know what I mean? So Crawford needs to just back away from the Errol Spence fight. He needs to go ahead and formally file the paperwork to fight, to use his WBO mandatory to fight Jermell Charlo. Right? If he can do that. I'm not sure if he has to be undisputed, maybe. Somebody drop that in the comments. If he has to be undisputed to get that automatic title shot with the WBO, or if you could just have the WBO and go up and fight the next WBO champion. Because if he can, he should just go ahead and do that. You know, the thing about it is, if he needs that mandatory, if he needs to be undisputed first, there's no way Jermell Charlo is going to fight him without having to fight him. Texas boys, man. I'm not gonna go too deep into the inside baseball part of it, but like, man, this is fucking sad, bro. It's fucking sad, but there's plenty of good fights out there. That's the point of this video. So if you like the video, go ahead and send the like button to contract, right? And if you don't sign it, just hit the like button. Peace.